It's the era of standardized testing and statewide assessments. The focus is measuring student achievement and success. What's often missing, however, is parental involvement when it comes to students, school assignments, and classroom experiences. But parents may not know the best way to support their children. They may feel left out of the classroom experience, or even worse, marginalized and dissatisfied with the state of education. What if parents really knew what was going on in the classroom? What if there was an open dialogue with parents, their child, and the teacher? In this video, you'll learn how using family dialogue journals in the classroom is a good practice that can address teacher, parental, and student needs. It will help you understand how to implement an FDJ practice that can benefit students from all grades.
A dialogue journal or a family dialogue journal is just a conversation.
It's a way to communicate with the families what we're doing in the classroom.
It's not a quiz, it's not a worksheet or anything like that. It's a student who is reflecting and elaborating maybe on an idea or a concept.
The journal entries made you feel more comfortable as a parent to reach out to the teacher.
High school language arts teacher Angela Dean and elementary school teacher Jennifer Beatty have utilized family dialogue journals for years. They share their experiences to help you understand the benefits and basic steps to start a family dialogue journal practice in your classroom.
It really needs to have a great beginning. I think that that's key.
One of the things that is really important is the letter home to the parent. The letter goes right in the front of their journal.
I would suggest introducing it at some sort of conference or family night or curriculum night at the beginning of the year, maybe calling or emailing the parents and letting them know, look, this is something we're going to do. I value the journals. I hope that you will too. I think that you'll get a lot out of the experience.
Here's what we're going to do. We're going to develop a journal prompt.
Engaging students in a dialogue journal is a unique process that should be adapted to the student's grade level, their background, the subject, and family structure.
Students are much more willing to come in and participate with you because there is this level of trust that you're actually interested in them as people and that you want to see them be successful.
What are some things that we have done or learned about this week? Just be thinking about that.
The journal exercise can be about a particular classroom learning objective, an assignment, a discussion, and even a school event. It works best when the class brainstorms and discusses what they want to write about.
Okay, we've reviewed division, and we make a list of all the things that we've done or learned during the last couple of weeks, and then we vote on our favorite thing that we'd like to write about. 22, 23, I think we have a winner! And then the students and I together compose a letter, and then we also make sure that we ask a question, and that's usually the hardest part, is the question, because we have to tie what we've done in the classroom with learning more about the family, and that can be difficult sometimes to think of a question. And what goes at the end of that sentence? A question mark, and then what do we want to say? So they write more. Tell me about it.
For younger students, the teacher may want to craft the letter in question that they will then write in their journal. Older students can write their own journal entry, but it's important to set time aside in class to allow the students to write.
You have to give them that time in the classroom to write. You can't just necessarily send it home and expect for it to come back completed.
The students then share the journal with their family or the designated person who will read the entry and respond to the question. They should reflect on it, think about their own experience, and add a thoughtful response. Sometimes this will start a written exchange between the parent and student.
This project definitely helped us come closer in a sense where I can say that I'm not afraid to, express how I feel and let them know what I feel about certain situations, and it could give them a more open mind to agree with me.
You get to learn, you get to see how things have changed from when we went to school to how they are now. And I do see, more closeness with the parent and the child.
On a designated day, the students will discuss or share what they learned. Some teachers allow their students to simply exchange their journals and talk amongst themselves. Others encourage the students to share with the class.
When the students bring the family dialogue journals back to the classroom and they share with one another, the whole class gets to learn more about each individual student as well as their family member. So I think that then we have, we kind of have a common classroom fund of knowledge to draw from.
And depending upon their preference, teachers can join the conversation with an entry of their own. As you consider how to use FDJs in your classroom, Understand that there is no ideal school or class where they work perfectly all the time, but the process doesn't have to be perfect for the journals to have a positive impact.
I absolutely think it's a positive way to interact with their student, to learn more about them, to get to know them personally, because teachers don't really get to know who a student is before, outside of the classroom.
It is a team effort. It's a parent, student, and teacher team